General Gong.
You two again?
It's nice to see you, too.
We have to talk to you. The Kingdom Stone is in danger.
Don't be ridiculous. Nothing gets past my nose.
Will you just listen for a minute?
What is the meaning of this?
We mean no disrespect. We're just
You
trying
heard
to...
what the General said. There's nothing to worry about.
But...
Don't make me repeat myself.
Well, they sound like they know what they're doing. Why don't we just charge up and go home, huh? What do you say?
I don't know. I feel like they're hiding something from us.
It's an ambush!
Follow me.
So, the second character who is available from the get-go in Freedom Planet is Carol T, the Wildcat. And she is very different to, dare I say, Lilac, because she, firstly has a slash attack, which, honestly, I do love. And she's a little slower than Lilac is. Namely because of her ability to, although having said that, she does have something in common with Knuckles, believe it or not. She can climb up walls and glide, although her glide is a little bit different to Knuckles. Unlike with Knuckles, she can only glide down, she pounces and comes down very quickly by comparison. So it's more of a pounce than a glide, but honestly, she reminds me a bit of Knuckles in terms of abilities. Obviously, unlike Knuckles, she's the wild member of the bunch. Seriously, is being the Wildcat, of course. So yeah, and yes, I do like Carol. Her slash attack is very good indeed. And the main reason I'm highlighting all three, the next one I'll do in the next episode, is because each of the characters each of the characters that I know of do have their own levels. So yeah, I just wanted to show off Carol in this one. Most of the levels will be with Lilac, but yeah. And it seems that we have flame traps here, just like, again, in Aquatic Ruin Zone in Sonic 2. Seriously. As for the usage of the blue crystals, if you press the triangle button, she will do a slash attack with her feet. Seriously, it's insane. With Carol. She's she's more of the physical attacker than Lilac is, yeah. But also, Carol seems to like jumping from panels, a gimmick that was later introduced in, dare I say, Sonic Adventure. Bravo, man, are you here? Seriously, that's what this mini boss reminds me of. Bravo, man from Gunstar Heroes. Again, that's me there showing off Carol's super slash, as I like to call it. That drains the blue meter, obviously. Also, this Bravo Man, or Agent Bravo Man, seems to like doing a flamethrower attack on its top, so yeah. Be careful of those fires. Okay, so we get another shield here. And indeed, and that's another thing, before I go on. Each of them, this game borrows so much from the Sonic games, it's insane. Still managed to outdo Sonic Mania. So yeah, I'm not sure about this one, because there are many different shields in Freedom Planet. They all go away after one hit, just like with the Sonic games, so yeah. And now we're deep underground, and now we have to deal with this rolling boulder. Again, actually, no, they take more attacks, I forgot about that. But yes, they take multiple attacks, so yeah. Another thing Freedom Planet has over Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes. Although you don't get special attacks with the elemental shields, so... If anything, it's kind of like with Tails and Knuckles with those shields, to be honest. In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so yeah. In this area, we will have to deal with these pulleys, shall we say, to get through here. Yeah, that was a thing in here, including a big puzzle here with this wheel here. We have to press that button in order to change its direction. So yeah, and then send Carol back up there. Again, Lilac has this level as well. There is a slightly different way to go with our third character who kind of gets introduced after the boss. I can't say much else about her yet, so yeah. But she does get introduced, our third character, very soon. Those who have played the game will know. So yeah. Let's go down here and go straight up and around. I like the fact that they do have the thing, because this level does feel, this relic level does seem a bit more Metroidvania. Perhaps not to the level of any Metroid or Castlevania game, but almost to that level. Anyway, let's go in here, and no, we've already been in here. And seemingly we have the eye bats. Yay. Yeah, just because that was a thing. And apparently we get a giant crystal who someone's trying to pinch. Yeah, reminds me way too much of the Master Emerald, to be honest. So yeah, and then we get something that's right out of Rocket Knight Adventure, serious, or at least the sequel, Sparkster. That's what this reminds me of. There's a whole segment in the first level. Certainly on the Mega Drive version. And then we have this giant claw boss, which, honestly, I am glad I'm playing this with Carol. Her slash attacks make quick work of this one. Seriously. And then kaboom. Down goes the giant claw. And then we can get to the thing, push the thing off the thing, and blow up the truck's engine. Yeah, that lasted a lot less quicker than in Sparkster, I'll say that. And then we go deep underground to the second half of the level, where we will see some more puzzles and various other things as well. And I'm getting my ass kicked there. And then let's bounce up here, run along this area, and we have actually pickaxes. Honestly, this area reminds me a bit of Lava Reef after it cooled down. Seriously. And this was like, I don't know, like, it was 2014 that this game came out. So a whole 3 years before Sonic Mania brought back Lava Reef. So, yeah. It still functions even better than Lava Reef. But, never mind me moaning about Sonic Mania. Let's go through here and we get a giant turtle enemy that's honestly burrowing through the thing. Here's an area that I'm not glad I went through with Carol because how slow she is and everything by comparison to Lilac. But not too slow, it seems. And we also get some drills in here as well, which will come down on you as well. Kind of like the Chomp Chomps in Yoshi's Island. And, yeah, these little creatures will give you one-ups. Yeah, and this game even has its own one-up jingle. Weirdly enough, if you played the Wii U version of this game, it will actually play that little jingle at the beginning. Which was my first time actually playing, say, Freedom Planet. So, yeah. And yes, the ruins can actually crush you here as well. And more block pushing, yada yada yada. Straight down here, and there goes that turtle enemy again, burrowing through the ground. I do not know who it's working for. Maybe the big bad who we did see in the beginning. Seemingly. Also, this shield that we have here seems to have the same powers as the electric shield in the Sonic games. It gathers up the various crystals and whatnot, and leaves and everything, so yeah. Now in this area what we have to do is actually activate 2 crystals here. One yellow and one red and one green, I think? Never mind. And you'll know here that the spike wall is coming down. What's my bet that we'll have to go upwards with this thing? Well, highly likely. So let's activate the yellow crystal by pushing on the lever there, and indeed it does have to come up. We were only afforded so much of a leeway with the, well, bounce pads, to borrow the Sonic meme, and though they work a lot better than in, dare I say, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. And yes, I have played that game, don't question. Well, there wasn't really one, but... And the red crystal is guarded by this gigantic bird. Who, honestly, I'm actually glad, again, I'm playing with Carol, because she can slash it at the bottom of the thing, seriously. A lot harder, well, not a lot harder with Lilac. She can still use her hair whip to take it down, but, yeah. And then we just back up here with the spike wall, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Let's go back up here and go... Okay, so I haven't got the crystal. Okay, I mustn't have done it when I was fighting that boss. So yeah, but at least we can go through here and activate the second crystal there. So the first one was just a ruse, in my humble opinion. Go back through here and let's see. 2 more of these guys. Run through here, and another thing of note, I'm actually glad that Carol has a slow roll here. Lilac doesn't get that, seriously, which is one of Sonic's main abilities, is the slow roll. Of course, when you're running along the ground, he goes into a ball and rolls along the ground. Something that he did from Sonic 1. Something that Lilac cannot do and Carol can. Seriously, what the hell? But anyway, here we have a wall again. Unlike with the Sonic games, though, we don't have to worry about the time limit. And there's some more bounce pads we can bounce off of. I can't call them bounce pads, but panels or something. Certainly. Honestly, I do like Carol.
Spade? What's he doing here?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? That's the Kingdom Stone!
So, I needed to find my father's killer. Not like a couple traitors like yourselves would care.
I'd rather be called a traitor than a murderer.
Scarves left us no choice!
And you've left me no choice. Still training, I see.
You wanna fight? Come and get it!
I'd love to stay and dance, but Mayor Zao's got a tight schedule. Besides, if something else is guarding this thing, I'd hate to be around when it wakes up.
You're insane, you know that? You're never gonna get away with it!
We'll see about that.
Lilac, you know how these games go. We still have to fight a mini-boss. In this case, it's this giant mantis creature, which does have a big weakness, namely its claws, seriously. And again, I am glad I'm playing with Carol, because she can easily make quick work of them with her slash attacks. Afterwards, once you take out both its, well, not claws, but pincers anyway, the mantis creature will be able to damage its eyes, yeah. An interesting boss, at least, I'll give it that. Because its eyes turn red, as you see. When it's not able to attack you, then its eyes will be yellow. So that's the big clue there. Meanwhile, it will move left and right, trying to attack you with its pincers and everything. Even burrowing into the ground, it seems, and whatnot. Seriously. What an annoying bug. Seriously. Kind of brutal that we're taking off its pincers and everything. I'm gonna say it's a robot. In fact, I think it probably is a robot. And when its eyes are red, it will try and eat you, seriously, with this mantis. As well as trying to pounce down on you. Again, me playing this on, I'm guessing this is normal mode. When it's taking off a good chunk of its health, what will happen is that it will start jumping in the air with this mantis. Yeah. And coming down on you, so yeah, and also sending out these like signs at you and everything, or signals anyway. There are also some health petals, that's what they're called in this game. You can get from these flowers, so that's useful as well. I'll get some more of those. Meanwhile, this giant enemy is just trying to eat. I don't know what cat tastes like, but it probably doesn't taste very nice. You'll also notice now that one of its eyes is out. And now it's a time to get even more quick. Seriously. I don't know who's doing this, but yeah. I'm gonna say it's a robot. Anyway, we were also introduced there to Spade, who apparently Lilac and Carol both know. Or on that later, I think. Yeah. And apparently he is related to the Panda King we saw earlier, who we also saw another one, who was Prince Dail. Indeed, Spade is actually Prince Dail's brother, which he does say throughout the game. So yeah, but more on that later, I think, because we will have to actually fight Prince Dail, and I guess Spade as well a bit later. But other than that, yeah, this boss is moving around very quickly. Even off screen, even, seriously, this guy's brutal. And then let's take out its other eye, and kaboom, down he goes. And then we'll actually see our new character in the next episode, seriously. This place starts to cave in after this. Well, anyway, I will see you on the next one. Goodbye!